Blackpink will most likely never disband. Officially, that is. In theory, however, there's no difference between Blackpink and groups that have been disbanded for years. The whole fiasco with the group's 10-year anniversary was enough proof to show that Blackpink was definitely not the members' first priority. But if that's the case, why don't they just pull the plug? For years, the topic of Blackpink's disbandment hasn't been a matter of if, but a matter of when. Everyone's expecting it. Some already think that they've disbanded. And you can't even blame them, because the last time all four members publicly appeared together was in February. They had an entire comeback, and not one member bothered to promote it, let alone talk about it. In fact, if you follow through either one of their solo careers, you wouldn't even think that they used to be part of Blackpink. It's like they don't want any of their new fans to know that they used to be part of a K-pop group. So, if the members of the group themselves don't seem to prioritize the group, what's the point of keeping it alive? Why not just disband? As much as I would like to blame YG, in this case, the members are the ones who have the power to disband the group. Their old contracts ended years ago. If any of them don't want to be a part of Blackpink anymore, all they have to do is not re-sign. But instead, they chose to sign for another few years, only to act as if they've never heard the name Blackpink before. They signed to continue as Blackpink, just for them to completely focus on their solo careers, completely disregarding group anniversaries. You know, at first I thought that the members re-signed because of the tour. It's no secret that Blackpink has a lot of fans, especially ones who are starved of content. So it was the perfect place for each member to basically showcase their own solo songs. I mean, why else would they go on tour with only one new group song? They wanted a massive platform to promote their solo songs, and they got one. I thought that after the tour ended, the next comeback would have been a disbandment song, serving as their last group activity. But instead, after they dropped the new songs and each member immediately went back to doing their own thing. No disbandment notice, no announcement of hiatus, just pure silence. And then the 10-year anniversary came up, and after Blinks practically threatened to riot, all four members showed up trying to push the image that they're still a group. And that's where I got confused, because I get that they don't want to anger the fans, but it's so obvious they don't really care. Wouldn't it be better to just disband? Blinks would be devastated, of course, but at least the matter would be settled, and they won't have to spend an eternity waiting and wondering if any member will show up. As long as Blackpink is classified as an active group, then fans are going to have expectations for them, like showing up for the 10-year anniversary. And if the group can't meet these expectations, then there's going to be an uproar within the fandom. But if Blackpink were to disband, no one is going to expect them to show up for anniversaries, or expect the members to mention Blackpink in any interview. So why do the members practically force themselves to attend group schedules when they clearly don't want to? The answer is quite easy. They need a safety net. 0 out of the 4 members have a stable solo career. They've all had a few hits here and there, mostly because of collabs with A-list Western artists. But in this day and age, that's not enough. None of them have managed to have the same popularity and impact as Blackpink by themselves. And things aren't looking so good for them. So keeping Blackpink active is a must, just in case their solo careers tank. They'll probably re-sign those group contracts again and again until one of them, or all of them, manages to achieve success greater than that of Blackpink. The first out of the 4 to make a name for themselves outside of being a member of Blackpink is most likely going to be the first to not re-sign the group contract. As of now, I really don't have any prediction as to which member it's going to be, because all of them aren't doing so good. Don't get me wrong, they are really working hard and they've been busy this past few months. We have Lisa performing at the World Cup, Jennie having a festival run, and Jisoo's been doing more acting gigs. I don't know what Rose is doing, but I'm sure she's also busy behind the scenes. But that doesn't mean they've been getting good results. The overall problem that I've been seeing consistently from most of the members' approaches to join the Western/global music market is that they really don't understand the audiences that they are targeting. I think this is more obvious in Lisa. Like, the same things that people were complaining about in her debut album, she ended up repeating in the song she did for the World Cup. There's only so many times people can tell you that they don't care about songs that are about flexing your wealth and body goals, before they stop listening altogether. It's even worse with the World Cup song, because everyone knows that World Cup songs are almost always about unity and diversity. Like, at this point, I can't even place the blame on her team, because she is a grown woman, and she can manage to do a little bit of research by herself. If she wants people to take her seriously as an artist, then she has to show that she is serious about music and isn't just looking to get another viral hit. And as for Jennie, my feelings towards how she's handling her career are a little bit more complicated because I feel like she understands what type of music people vibe with nowadays, but there is a slight problem. It doesn't feel authentic coming from her. And I think that the reason for that is because she's trying too hard to come off as someone that she isn't. And we can tell. She wants to be seen as this deeply artistic person who's very in tune with her work. But all I see is someone that has a very talented creative team backing her up. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Most great artists are usually the result of their creative team. They give them ideas, and all the artist has to do is embody them perfectly. It's literally how the K-pop industry works. But the problem is, Jennie doesn't embody the ideas well. She's got the aesthetics right, the mood right, but not necessarily the talent. And it becomes more obvious when she performs on stage. Whenever I watch Jennie's performances, I leave feeling like she didn't do the songs justice. With Jennie, most of her songs are great, not because of her, but because of the producers and directors working on it, as well as her backup dancers. But all that greatness is kind of lost on Jennie because all she has to do is perform them well on stage. But to Jennie, that's asking a lot. People are catching up to this weakness, especially because she's been performing at a lot of festivals. Sooner rather than later, Jennie's going to learn that the new audience she's aiming for aren't going to be satisfied with her mediocre performances. If she's finding it hard to sing and dance, then pick one and stick with it. Otherwise, the current fans that she has are going to be her only listeners, since they're the only ones that enjoy her lazy performances. With Jisoo, I feel it's better for her to stick to acting, because that's the only area where she has the upper hand over the other members. I don't really envision her as a pop artist, but then again, it's not like it will hurt her chances. But at least she's not as desperate to enter the Western music industry as much as the others. Not that she can't, but I don't think she'll be able to follow through with it as strongly because of her acting career. And lastly, with Rose, I really don't know what's going on with her. Maybe it's because I don't follow her or something, but I personally haven't heard anything new about her. But I will say that she has the best understanding of Western audiences in terms of strategy compared to the others. Mostly because she is being backed by Atlantic Records. But that doesn't mean she'll be the most successful, just that she has better chances. I don't know why, but I have this gut feeling that she's planning something big, and she's going to announce it soon. Imagine if she also decides to release within the same time as her group mates, because from what I've seen, they definitely aren't against the idea of competing against each other.